Really glad you're here. Appreciate you taking this journey with me this week. We're going to have a lot of fun, hopefully. We're going to learn some stuff, and I'm going to teach you how you can really, truly supercharge your security architecture program. I've talked to hundreds of security architects around the world, and some of them have used SABSA before, some of them have not used SABSA before, but the vast majority of people are feeling a little bit kind of disconnected because there's not a lot of like-minded people they run into that have a similar view of security architecture that we do. And so part of the point of putting together this challenge is not only to help people understand that, security architecture, and especially SABSA, isn't as hard as it might seem otherwise, but also so that we can connect and really come together and help each other move forward on this journey. Because the way I see it, we really have some serious problems in the security profession of doing a better job. And we've tried lots of stuff, but a lot of it is basically more of the same, or faster, or automated, or more expensive of the same. And it's really not making much of a difference. So I think we need to seriously sit back and rethink how we approach all this. And part of the way I think that's the best way to do that is by building an architecture-based security program. And that's really what we're going to talk about all week in all of these sessions. One of the biggest problems we have is we try to control stuff that we don't actually have the ability to control. But it's actually even more relevant than those things you just said. Because what I just did live in front of you is I gave you a conceptual model of what a negotiated agreement is. And what is a conceptual model? It's an architecture. So in 20 seconds, 30 seconds, however long it took me to read the definition twice and walk you through each of those highlighted words, we just built an architecture. And if we understand what that architecture is, and we can pivot, and we can hold it in our hand, and we can look around at it, and we can do that to anything we see, oh my God. We can do anything we want. The point is, it has to happen. And we can help them do their job by providing them conceptual architecture models that make sense, that help them do it faster, easier, and address those 4 issues that they had, because those are the ones where architecture actually makes a difference. And then by them using our models, they are constantly validating our model. This is what I mean by active executable architecture that happens. It's something you do. It's not something you just put it on the wall and look at, or put in a drawer and forget about, or write about once every 5 years, or every time the business strategy changes, or every, it's like taking a bath once a year, whether you need it or not. No, that's not architecture. The irony of this is that people are surprised if we actually, they set us up to perform a control function, and then they bitch when we actually do it because we're kicking out all the bad ones. And that's exactly what we've been conditioned, roped into, what else can we do? We can't do anything because that's the system. So if we want to do something else, we got to change that part of the system that actually reinforces and expects that behavior. All about starting from the right definitions. So if security is about confidence, what does confidence mean? Confidence means my stuff is going to be where I expect it to be when I expect to use it in the state that I expected it to be, right? Because that's what confidence is. I expect if I go get in my car, that my car is going to run, that there's gas in the car, that it's going to just work. And if it doesn't, it's a surprise, but I got a plan because I know what to do if various things don't work. But the confidence is that it's going to be there, still in the driveway, and it's going to work the way I expect it to work when I try and work it. And that is what our job is if we are to help people have confidence, is we have to engineer an environment, a system that allows that confidence to be justified, and we have to be able to prove it because we're doing it on their behalf. So it's about keeping the foxes out of the hen house. But it's not the way people think about keeping the foxes out of the hen house, because we don't go shoot all the foxes and we don't patch all the holes in the hen house. We just kind of understand the environment we are in, and we figure out exactly how little we can do to accomplish the objectives we have. If you're ready to take the next steps to supercharge your security architecture program, visit supercharge.me/program and get immediate access to everything you need to get started, or to extend the existing security architecture you have right now is included with the program, because I give you 3 strategies where you can immediately start to build business-driven, risk-based, and SABSA security architectures.